There's a growing YouTube channel called Wrestle Me, where these English guy makes these wrestling documentaries. It's pretty great stuff.
There we go. Lovely. You're in shot. I'm in shot. I'm blocking the logo. But hey!
Hey!
It's WrestleMania Live, baby! 2 p.m.
What's everyone doing today at 2 p.m.?
I know. Well, so we are recording another show. We're doing WCW's Hog Wild 96. So good.
Oh.
So fucking good. And if you want to hear that, go over to the Patreon. It's basically Bobby the Brain Heenan being drunk, a lot of racism, a lot of bottles being thrown, and a Honda gets attacked by a hammer.
That's right.
And we thought, well, we'll do, we'll get the card guys in.
Yeah.
You know, the ones who turned up on the live show last time.
Terrible news, though, Pete.
What?
I've not heard back from them.
Oh,
so fingers crossed,
fingers
everybody.
crossed the card guys come.
Oh, God. With the big box of Panini.
The big box of
They
Panini.
apparently bought a while ago.
Yeah.
Since notice, it's come right down in price.
Ah, that's
Probably
annoying.
due to legal issues between WWE and Panini.
Good. So we thought, well, why don't we just do it live on YouTube, and maybe the few people who may be corpus mentis or working up. And I forgot to tell BanyaBat, our editor, so he'll have got a notification and shot his pants. Hello, BanyaBat.
You know what? I watched the NXT premium live event the other day, which was called No Mercy. And they used the little, everyone loved the credits because the credit title package was done like the old No Mercy N64 game. And they'd recreated the modern wrestlers in it. And it was all just like, nice to see them acknowledging what is widely regarded to be the best wrestling game of all time. And the show itself was quite spectacular. They had a main event between Becky Lynch and Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffany Stratton, I think, is 23, 24.
Right.
One of those guys that they signed and never done any sort of independent wrestling, came straight to the WWE. You saw them in a shot 3 years ago, and suddenly she's like a 23-year-old who wrestles like she's been doing it for 15 years. Absolutely astonishing. She had the main event with Becky Lynch, and she did this amazing handspring back elbow, which Tajiri famously used to do. And she performed it at a level where it actually looked like an offensive move rather than just someone doing somersaults. Never seen it done so well.
Yeah.
And that whole match was thrilling. Just a real sort of star-making performance by Tiffany Stratton. And I watched it with my daughter. And my daughter, who's 4.5, she likes watching wrestling, but it switches something in her mind.
It makes her very violent.
Afterwards, she was saying to me, "Right, Daddy, let's wrestle." And I'd say, "Oh, well, just for a bit and gently."
Yeah.
And she would knee me in the chest again and again and again. She would pin me, and I'd go, "Right, it's over, it's all over." And she'd go, "It is continuing." And I go, "No, it's not. No, it isn't. We're
time limit
done."
draw.
Knee goes round the back, knee to the head.
Yeah.
Right, Jesus Christ. Okay, you've won. She goes, "Yes, I've won." And it continues. And she has, and I do look at it and I go, "Oh, this is bad, isn't it?"
Edge rocked up in AEW.
That's right, yeah. He made his debut at Wrestle Dream.
What's
a
wrong?
big pay-per-view.
Yes.
Don't know how they managed to keep his song.
Yeah. Well, his song is. I think his song is just a song, isn't it? I don't think it's a license.
How did the WWE allow that to happen?
Well, they had to record. Yeah. How exactly? How did
Because
they?
you think
exactly.
you know me. And that came out, and I was like, okay. And there it would go, doink. Do.
So they'd re-recorded the "You Think You Know Me,"
Yeah,
and then they just
and then
went
it was
with whatever,
exactly that sort of on this day.
Yeah.
And when they put him up, they go, just signed the rated R superstar Adam Copeland.
Yeah,
And you go, someone in WWE like trademarking.
yeah.
They're in a lot of trouble.
Do you think you know me? Rated R superstar.
Yeah, and all the lyrics. You know, I mean. They'll be sitting there just going, well, he's not called Edge anymore. And you go, I mean,
but like
quite a lot of it's gone, though, isn't it?
So it's a licensed song not owned by WWE. So it is a band that just did a song.
But how did they let that happen in,
I know.
in the first time?
Why would they use music that if Edge, I mean, because Edge was a bit of a WWE mark, I suppose, so he loved being on WWE. When he debuts in AEW, because when Jade Cargill is signed for AEW, right? Which, you know,
or WWE.
Signed for WWE, and that's awesome. He's got amazing look. Not great in the ring, but he's got amazing look. And I think she'd like WWE, that's just WWE product.
Yeah.
All the way. Cracking. But they sort of announced that. Like, I hate this wank party about like boardroom machinations, like this kind of like I'm sick of watching films that's about somebody making Tetris or Nike Air Max or all these BlackBerry, Apple computers and stuff. Like it's just white men in a room going, "We've signed this play," and they're trying to make it look like more of a sport. We've signed this person.
It's a really
just make it. Bring her out.
Exactly
pop.
that.
Bring her out and pop.
Exactly that. There's
put her in a blacked out taxi so nobody sees her go in. Fucking have her come out and kick some ass.
Do
and
you know
then
what?
Pop.
Do you know who can do it? AEW.
Yeah.
They've had it when Bryan Danielson debuted. They had it when Adam Cole debuted. They had it when Edge debuted, where it doesn't get leaked.
Yeah.
And so to leak it yourself, just sort of go. I mean, the WWE, their big dream, they don't care about wrestling fans per se. They like them buying the product.
They want to be an NFL franchise, don't they?
They love the newspapers reporting on it.
Yeah.
Oh, WWE announced they've signed Jade Cargill. Here's a statement from Triple H. My little statement. I mean, it's a really odd thing to go get excited because they're here rather than go they're here, get excited.
Yeah.
And it's it's a shame. I was thinking about this though the other day, and one of the things that since we started doing WrestleMania that you've never really known is a 2 wrestling promotion system. So when I first started watching back in '89, what you had was WWF and WCW, and frequently people would make surprise appearances, when they moved.
Yeah.
And watching movement happen was one of the most exciting things, where you turn it on and suddenly Jake Roberts would come out on WCW, or the Macho Man would be there. Those things I thought you'd never really get to see. And thanks to AEW coming along, you do get to have the excitement of knowing what it's like when you're watching a show and suddenly Edge comes out and no one's expecting it. It's a really, really important part of wrestling, those big surprises, those big pops. The problem is, I imagine with Jade Cargill, what will happen is there will be a slow sort of she's coming next week. And then, you've taken away a lot of the exciting impact of the signing. Some people will say, well, what you're doing, of course, in this era is you need to get TV ratings and you need to attract people to pay-per-views. Well, although that's less important nowadays. But what they're not doing is going, here's a big surprise. So you make sure you watch next week. You never know what's going to happen. And instead, it's just like, well, now the process begins of training her so that she is able to compete, within this wonderful publicly traded company. You'll know this, of course. I am part owner of the WWE.
That's right. Yes, you do have an amount of shares.
I do.
Have you looked in on them?
Oh,
lately?
yes, I have. Yes. They were doing very well, Pete. Very well. I was up £88.
Oh,
I know. I looked this week, and since the merger's gone through, down 65.
Down 65.
That is a big old fall of
Lovely
140 quid. So many thanks to TKO, who, as a shareholder, I would like simply for them to split up and go back to how it was when it was better. I actually do not like having that in my shares. The only shares I have. I liked being a part owner of the WWE.
Yeah.
And now I am a part owner of TKO. LLC.
Yeah, it's a bit grubby, isn't it? Yeah. It doesn't make you excited. Because I was, before the great AI explosion over the past couple of years, I had NVIDIA stock. And I was like, I like NVIDIA.
Yeah.
They're doing some good stuff, like, the stuff around Zoom calls and stuff. They seem to be getting that sort of stuff quite right. They'll probably make a bit of money off that. And then I had to buy a house, so I got rid of all NVIDIA. And then NVIDIA went like that. And,
look, this is exactly what people think happens on YouTube things, which is we come in and give like stocks and shares, and people are going, is this a con?
Nobody ever talks about their losses. Nobody ever talks about them absolutely
How
tanking.
long have you got? Oh man.
Oh dear.
Is that a Prius pulling up?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you even heard it. They're so quiet in the town centres.
I can see some writing on the side of it. It says Card Guys.
Card Guys LLC. The Card Guys LLC.
We better go and just open the door. Let them in, huh? Yo, what's the dealio? Hey, Cardin and Pardon.
Jake Cardgill, more like.
That's right. I'm Lincoln Log. This is the Raz. We're going to be taking you through a new hot box of old property.
Lincoln Log.
And the Raz.
I'm the Raz.
Hey,
I think the Raz is a thing. Oh, sorry. I just opened up my Rubicon.
Hey, today we're sponsored, asterisk, not sponsored, by Caribbean Cola.
It's Caribbean Cola, and I'm sponsored by Sun Exotic Sparkling Tropical Fruit. It's not even a Carabao.
These are British drinks, and they are leading the world.
The Empire. Oh, the Empire.
Oh, that tastes very different to how I was expecting. That says cola, but it's kind of like sort of fizzy roses. Whoa,
The Caribbean.
that is all new. Today we are cracking open a box, Pete,
box.
of
Stop.
Panini. Quite dark. Panini trading cards. Have
There
you
we
been
go.
keeping up with what's going on with Panini?
No, what's been happening with Panini?
Bad news.
Sandwiches or the bit? I presume the stickers.
The relationship that they have with WWE, which is only signed last.
They soured. Soured.
Very oddly, it seems like WWE want to get straight back to working with the company that took over, I think, Topps, who are the company they used to make their cards through.
Yeah.
And what they decided to do was simply say that Panini had invalidated the contract by, they didn't really explain why. And so Panini were like, no, we haven't. And I believe they countersued. So
Okay.
this I bought a few months ago when we were going to do one of these properly. And back then, a big box of them. It was about, I think, nearly 20 quid.
Okay, yeah.
Checked yesterday on eBay, $7.50.
Oh,
They are
dear,
they are
absolutely
aware
tanking.
they have to get that warehouse cleared of these
Yeah.
because there could be an injunction soon that stops them coming out.
Okay,
And you'll
that's
know full well that what you get is a lot of like exciting extras and things. You get autograph cards,
Right,
and you
yeah.
get limited edition ones. Turns out not with this.
No.
This is the only like card set in the world, Panini's like original inaugural WWE set.
Yeah.
Where they're just like,
nothing
it's
extra.
just photos.
It's just photos.
Don't
We
even
don't
be
have the
thinking.
technology for ring ropes and stuff and bubble gum.
If
Bubble
you
gum.
want one of those, you can buy a box that costs $89.95. But you don't get nothing else. Let's see. Now these have been packed. Oh, in Italy, Peter.
In Italy.
Are you ready for some Italian air?
I can hear the. Oh, it smells like a little moped going down a cobbled street.
Oh, it does a bit.
Dangerously driving.
Smells like
Oh,
sort of men
sexually
without
aggressive.
boundaries. Let's see who we've got.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, MVP. Marcel Barthel. Selena, Trish Stratus, and Charlotte Flair.
Okay.
I mean, it's what are trading cards?
Well,
What are they?
at this level,
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, they're passport photos of people I don't know. Look, don't mess with me. I've got an MVP card. Oh, have you?
That suit is wearing him. It really is.
Also,
It's just-
what a terrible fucking design that is, with a big panini in the corner. Hey, you guys, I know you like WWE, but you probably also like Panini. So we put Panini right on all the card.
I've got Kofi Kingston, and it kind of looks a little bit like we like Kofi, but like it does look like he's done a big pump, and it's been so powerful. He's floated into the air. I got Gigi Jolin, obviously, always fun to see comments on the internet about her. We've got a special Champions card, which just means it's got a white background of Becky Lynch looking like no one I've ever seen
Good
before.
God, she's really put her hair up in a tight bun there, hasn't
Yeah,
she?
she
That's
doesn't look
quite
well.
a.
She doesn't look-
looks like she could have been an Atomic Kitten.
It does.
At sort of
It
various
does a bit
points.
of getting. And finally, for now, a classic $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. So look, all's not lost with my pile. Yours was very underwhelming,
Wasn't it?
but yeah.
And what Panini have got here, I think, is they do different sort of sets. And so not only can you collect them, if you like, in the standard colour, which is white, but some of them have got green on them. So
Oh,
you
nice.
could
What does that
build
mean?
up a green
collection
set as
that
well.
you can see from the corner.
I mean, the green looks
In a stack.
terrible.
Green.
Awful. Rubbish.
Awful. I've got Robert Roode, where the skin off his upper leg has sort of gone all tense and it looks all disgusting. It's like Ric Flair, but if he'd had a wasting disease. Big E, we all like Big E. We've nearly got the whole of the old New Day, which is good. Undertaker.
Who's ready for their lick party? Cat bath.
I like the police. Randy Orton, he's green. He's a green.
That's one of those green ones. Hey, kids will love it. Well, some of them are green. This is rubbish.
Kids love green.
It's not, you haven't even designed
Kids
a
love
new
green.
card.
Kids love green. Finally, for now, it's the most absolute boilerplate bit of shit Champions card for Roman fucking Reigns.
So shame it's not one of the green ones.
Oh, with the green one.
one. I mean, there is nothing more disappointing than trading cards where there's no sort of like, oh, but there's the possibility of. This is what's the possibility of? Well, the possibility is you might get a picture of Bobby Lashley. I have.
I have.
Is it a green one?
It.
No. Yeah.
I wish these were all green. I've got mcmahon.
Woo.
I've got Solo Sikoa.
Woo.
I got Sami Zayn.
Woo.
I got Ron Simmons. Come on, I'm going to hit the camera.
I do like Ron Simmons. Yeah. Right,
Close.
only a couple more, and then we can get back to
the Pete and Marc show.
Like seeing our babes. Guy from the Viking Raiders. Santos, a road dog. Oh, man, that's complete. Ultimate Warrior. Red.
Yes!
Hey, put red on that one. Just, do you know what it is? It's so little effort. Because we know that Panini have been printing these things for 30, 40 years. They've got a factory.
Yeah.
They know how it works.
They know it works.
They know the game.
And I think I don't know cards guys, apart from being a card guy myself.
Yeah.
The Raz.
The
Raz with the Raz with the Prius, who does drive it. Mark is not allowed because of a DUI.
Actually, it's because I'm too busy cracking boxes.
Legally, we have to say it was a DUI.
I'm picking dupes. But there was a DUI.
I think even for them, they'd be like the card guys. They'd be like, "This just isn't good enough." I think we need more nowadays. We need more.
It is so weak when you see what people do. But this is just they have been given a load of photos, and it's just like, oh yeah, that'll do, and they all fit the same template.
Yeah.
So you are just going to be like sticking them into your Mac. And just going that photo, right? Okay, delete photo, insert next.
There's nothing AI couldn't do here.
No.
There's nothing you couldn't sort of go, right, just make me a card of Big E.
Do you know what as well? I think they
were champions.
I think actually, if you look at some of them, I think they have actually had an AI pass on them. So, guys, we're going to do a total recap. This is absolute bunkum. I don't know what the people say. This has been a pile of absolute hot shit.
I'm not even getting anything out of these.
No. What?
Ugh.
I mean, how dare they?
How dare they?
So here's our review. 2022 Panini base brand WWE trading cards. You can stick them up your ass.
Can we have an update on Blue Kane? Heard anything about Blue Kane?
Well, I had to change his name, unfortunately, due to legal action. So he's become Blue Pain.
Nah, not as good though, is it?
No,
just keep doing it. How much money are they going to extract out of someone who's making? You could sort of argue, how much money am I making out of fucking wrestling? I'll give that 50 quid back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Or what you could do is you could set up a limited liability partnership. Very easy to do. Cost you well under 100 quid. You would then register yourself as the sole employee, Blue Kane, and if they sued you, you are limited liability, so you'd only have to give them however much the value of the shares was, so a quid.
Yeah, nice.
So Blue Kane, go and see a tax expert, get this sorted, start performing as Blue Kane.
Hiscox, they do liability insurance up to £1 million. They're not going to get. They're not going to go for £1 million. No, that's going to cost them so much money to get that.
Yeah,
anyway.
And you can keep on using that name. I would like to see more rip-offs, please. More creative rip-offs.
Yes.
Yep. Handy Orton. That's one.
What would that be? Just him with big hands?
Yes. One big hand.
Just one big hand. It would suggest he'd got it caught in something, though.
Yes, that is most of the matches revolve around him getting his big hand caught.
Caught in the ring, caught under the ring, caught on someone's arm.
Definitely.
Yeah. Merchant Naval Officer Rhea Shipley.
Oh.
On a ship.
Nice. What about John Bino?
Who's John Bino?
It's John Cena, but he's animated like Dennis the Menace.
Yes,
I don't know how you do it.
Yeah.
You have to use AI.
I've got to go in there and turn off the stream.
Yep.
Because that's how it works.
I've got to take my disposable vape. First time I've ever bought a disposable vape.
That's it. Well, you better fucking stock up, mate, because they're getting rid of them in the UK.
Turns out they're great. I'm really sad now. I really am, yeah. They're really, really useful, really good.
Oh,
Stop me buying a packet of cigarettes with my my vape not working at the minute. My rig.
Your rig, Why did your rig not? Why did your rig not work? What have you been doing? Any vape fans in the chat?
All it is I need to get new filters, and they haven't arrived yet. So
is it like an oil filter? It needs to be changed every now and again. So
otherwise
it just gets clogged up. It doesn't let
is
enough
like
in.
putting your mouth on a exhaust pipe. It's absolutely disgusting. So this, I see a lot of like the kids around with these.
Yeah.
I go, elegant. Must be good if kids can do it.
If kids can do it.
I've literally been a smoker since I was 15.
You could get,
you
should get like loads of them taped onto your arm like that and
is
go.
great. Hey, I mean that's a gimmick. I know some people would look at it and go, you can't just go, oh, that's a gimmick. But I mean, there's never been a big disposable vaping wrestler.
No,
and I think it's quite a good heel attribute.
What? Have a disposable vape?
There'll
be vape wrestlers.
You would vape, and then you would just whip this into the crowd. Like that, and you could have loads of them, absolutely loads of them,
and
like a big top just made out.
But once
them.
you've taken one little huff of it, you just vomit. It's just too strong.
You sick down on them, and it goes in all there. So then, when you're whipping them, people can't even be like, "I've got free vape."
Yeah,
they're like, "Oh,
vomiting." That's so sick.
It's all clogged up with sick. Yeah. Again, you come onto YouTube, you get men advertising vapes. It's vapes, crypto, and shares. That's what we do now.
All right, we'll be wrestling. I gotta go turn off the feed. Raz man out.
Hey,
the Raz out.
Ladies, the Raz. Get back to the Prius. Warm her up for me while I say bye to the guy. It's not. It's me. It was me all along. Oh, I can't take the hat off. It's me. Shh.